Hello all, welcome back to our channel, Stock to Off-Road Machine. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, keep up to date with our channel. A lot more to come, a lot more mistakes, and a lot more off-road adventures.
3, 2, 1, hardwired.
Welcome back to all my YouTube followers to another Stock to Off-Road Machine epic video. This is me changing the head on my ZD30, so let's get down to it all. First things first is you want to drain your coolant from your radiator, or the water in my case, and start removing your radiator, your intercooler, all the hoses, everything you can out of your way, including your viscous fan. Then remove your turbo, your intake manifold, and the oil down pipe on the back of the engine. It may be a little bit harder than what you think to remove that oil down pipe. In my case, I stripped the nut on it and had to remove it as one unit with the intake manifold on, because there's a little tab on the oil down pipe that bolts to your intake, and if you can't get that out of your way, you literally can't take the intake off. So make sure you remove that oil down pipe first before you even start unbolting your intake. And one of my YouTube followers pointed out to me that it's a lot easier if you remove all your injector lines off the back of your pump and just get them right out of your way. But sadly, that information came a little bit too late for me. So I already had mine apart and almost back together by that point. But it does make it a lot easier, and make sure you get a good former gasket or something like that, because you're going to need it along the way. And make sure your kit's got all the oil seals and everything in it. Mine was missing the oil seal for the bottom of the turbo. And yeah, it's just a little bit of a nightmare to get everything done. So chip out it piece by piece and take it slowly, label everything, or put it back in its respective place on the engine. Make sure you know where every bolt goes, because they vary in length and everything like that, and they go in certain places. Keep that in mind, take your time, chip out it slowly, and you'll get there in the end.
Wash down the bitter taste. Chaos is drowning out the melodies that we used to sing. Harmony that we used to bring. 'Cause waves will come crashing down. Time will shake the ground while the world goes round and round. Get up the feeling, life is the same.
The little cowl eraser is there as a joke. It's a little cowling on top of my radiator that helps airflow, but in reality it's there to stop the bolt from rubbing on top of the radiator, because the overflow pipe there is not needed on my model of ZD30. But yeah, just ended up putting a hose on it and sticking a cowl eraser on the end of it to stop the bolt from rubbing on top of the radiator. When I was removing the belt tensioner, I realised that the pulley was completely buggered. I'm going to have to replace that at some point, but at the moment I don't have the fundings to do that because of the cost of the head. But I will get there. I'll replace that at a later date. But at the moment, my main priority is get the engine back up and running so I can hit those four-wheel drive tracks again.
Wash down the bitter taste. Chaos is drowning.
for something, to let it go to waste, with everything at stake. I thought I would take it all back. I just wanna make this thing last, but we're running out of time. We were doing alright, holding on, but I'm losing the fight. Could we run away? I know if we just hit ground, running, closing off all the world with the light coming in, bending before we break. Don't you know you and me, we can run away. You and me, we can run away. Run away, run away. You and me, we can run away. You and me, we can run away. You would never stay for someone that wasn't worth the wait. I'm counting down the days. I know when I'm moving onward, I just wanna trust in your word, but we're running out of time. We were doing alright, holding on, but I'm losing the fight. Could we run away? I know if we just hit ground, running, closing off all the world with the light coming in, bending before we break.
And now the real fun starts. Getting all the intake manifold, all the injectors, glow plugs, exhaust manifold, turbo, oil lines and everything out of my way. So, and also the front timing cover that I'm not looking forward to. This is going to be fun considering that I don't have small hands. So a lot of these places are going to be really tight and hard to get into. And then what we need to do once all that's done is take care of, don't know if anyone can see that, but the big mess inside of the intake manifold. Please make sure you remove the front timing cover before doing the timing. Don't make the same mistake I did. The seeds have got to line up inside of the engine for the diesel pump to be in the right sequence, or you're just wasting your time. Remove the timing cover first.
Don't you know you and me, we can run away. You and me, we can run away. Run away, run away. Check. You and me, we can run away.
You've had love, but the light is elastic. You've had love, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. You've had love, but the light is elastic. You've had love, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. You've had love.
shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma fight my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival. No rival. No rival. Tell me now, what you gon' do? We can do this face to face. The reckoning is coming real soon. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to tell you this is my moment. Can't take mine 'cause I own drifting apart. I can't believe how it all turned dark. Bring me the light, 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 bring me the I can't believe how it all turned dark. Bring me the light. When the night is falling, I feel the darkness calling. Like I'm afraid to love. No one can see me now. When the night is falling, I feel the darkness calling. Like I'm afraid to love. No one can see me now. No one can see me now.
So when removing your rocker cover, there's a little tab at the front to help you break the seal, because you have to put former gasket over the front of it there because of the joints. But when removing it, just remove it to the side of the glow plugs. If you're going to try to remove your glow plugs, make sure you test all your glow plugs before you turn around and decide just to throw them back in there. If you can get your injectors serviced while you have them out, get them serviced, and you have to remove all your cams to get to every head bolt that's on the head. There's quite a few of them. And make sure you try to tackle that oil downpipe before you even go ahead and start undoing your intake manifold. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of fun cleaning all the mess out, but once everything gets done and you're happy with how it looks, start putting it back together. Take your time on that too. Make sure everything's done right. All the torque settings are done the way that they're meant to be. Everything's done up in the sequence and orders that they're meant to be according to the workshop manual. So yeah, just take your time putting it back together. And if you need to, go get some new bolts. They're not really that expensive. They're quite cheap as well. I ended up buying some new glow plugs for it. It ended up costing me $40 for the whole set. So don't be afraid to get some new glow plugs and replace them if needed. It's the injectors that are going to end up costing you. But if you can just have them serviced and cleaned and checked, you save a lot of money there. I ended up doing that myself, and if anyone would like to see that in a later video on how to service the injectors and clean them and test them, I'm quite happy to get the rest of the tools and equipment together and do the testing and cleaning and everything like that for everyone to know how to do their injectors. It's not incredibly hard, but if you take your time doing anything can be done and anything can be accomplished. Just make sure you take your time, get it done right. And sorry that I don't have any video of us removing the head. We ended up working right into the night to get that undone, and it was very poor video quality. So yeah, I'll try to make sure that we have some better lighting in the future. The light that I did have did work, but at the moment it's starting to die. But I guess that happens every now and again when you use the light a lot on camping trips and everything like that. The LEDs start fading and you just get very poor video quality out of them, so I'm going to have to replace that at a later date yet again. Thank you for watching and sticking it out to the very end. Remember, if you got a working 4-wheel drive, storm out and have an epic adventure. Thank you for everyone for watching another Epic Storm video. Keep tuned for more, hit the like and subscribe button and visit our online store and help us run this channel.
We could be legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired.